Hey there YouTube, this is Wheelchair21 and this is Kamen Rider Drive TK01 Tire Koukan, I should say. Regular type speed. Yes, this is the type speed, the first of the series. Wonderful box. I just love the box art for it. Really cool, really nice design. And the back shows Drive with the Tire Koukan ability, the actual Trideron, and Tire Koukan Set 2, which has Prison Hunter, Monster, and Funky Spike. Really like it. Cool thing. Nice box art on the front. Pretty cool design. Really nice. Inside we have two wheels and the basic figure. First off, Tire Koukan 01 type speed is wonderful. The red and black work well together. The details are actually quite nice just for this base figure alone. I mean, the actual drive belt looks good. The shift car holder looks great. The shift brace, alright. I mean, it is missing paint apps, but, you know, you can get over it. The actual tire does not have the actual words painted in white, but you can probably do that with a Gundam marker. Honestly, really nice base design. Its points of articulation are not really limited because it follows suit with having the basic AC guy and body style of having similar joints and body structure, especially with how its legs work, how its forearms and biceps work, how all of its upper torso joints work. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with this figure. I really love it. I like the design and it works well. Now, the Tire Koukan ability for type speed works like the show in a sense, but they don't just magically fly off. You actually have to pull apart the figure as if he's using Dimension Cab to remove your tire. And once putting it back on, you can see he looks empty. He truly, truly looks empty. The actual tire, this tells you how it's the bottom half, if it has like this grind, and you can see the screws. Always is the bottom half with the screws, and this is your top half. Really nice, cool tire. Now, the first figure actually comes with Max Flare, which is pretty cool because the Figuarts going to do the same. Max Flare is still missing the paint on the wheel to tell you which wheel it actually is, if you didn't know what it was to begin with. This is your bottom part, and the wheel actually has the ability to pull out its flame blades, its flame wheel effect, which is really decent nonetheless. I cannot wait to see how it looks on the Figuart form coming out in April. Once opening it all up, looks great. Really cool. Like it. Like this pinwheel effect. Like the whole design. Really beautiful. Really, honestly. And easy to switch back into your figure. Pull it apart. Put it in. And plug her together. Now one can use Max Flare, which is an awesome effect that he actually used in the very first episode, as well as the other three basic wheels, Midnight Shadow and Funky Spike. Honestly, I like the effect that it can actually still spin when on the body. Really cool effect, it really works. But the problem is when you're trying to spin it, the figure does fall over. But that's kind of the thing. You're not really expected to spin the wheel as you're basically keeping the figure standing. But overall, it looks beautiful and it looks great. There's nothing really obviously wrong with this basic retail figure. And here we come to our final evaluation for TK01 Type Speed, Kamen Rider Drive, and the Max Flare wheel. Honestly, this figure is great. It's affordable. It is anywhere from 1,500 yen to 2,500 yen. That is honestly an affordable figure and really great to have. The points of articulation are great in their own right. They are very incredible, and the basic retail series has had wonderful points of articulation ever since the Double FC series, which is Kamen Rider Double's toy line. All the figures since then have been great, have been awesome to own, and with Drive, it is no exception. The accessory count is far vastly limited than having an AC figure, where in Gaim you were assured every character would come with a weapon. Since the series is based on using the tire gimmick, it is understandable why this one comes with just a single tire accessory other than the base tire that is used in the form. Sadly enough, the door gun and handle sword is actually, or steering sword, is with the other forms, Technique and Wild. But you can also get other wheel sets right now at this time. There's about 3 different versions right now. You have Series 2, like I showed on the back of the box, with Hunter, Funky Spike, and you also have Justice. You also have, as well, the one with the, I believe it's Cement and Vegas, and I forget what the other cab is, but there's currently 3, which is a great assortment of wheels. So if you want more wheels, go out and get them. They're very cheap, like $10 a pop. So it's great to have with your figure. Now the Figuart is still coming. It looks a lot better in a sense. It looks actually more like the suit, and it actually has more effect parts for each specific wheel, which is a great accessory in its own right as well. Now this figure can be found at CS Toys Japan, Ami Ami, Hobbylink Japan, as well as Hobby Search. People can possibly find it from sellers on eBay and also on Amazon. Now, I got this figure from Ami Ami, and I think it's still in stock there. Not many people seem to want this line, but I assure you, once you buy a TK figure, you're going to want more. It's like the Gaim AC line. They're very addictive, and they're very cool. I just love playing with them. These are figures that you can actually play with, whereas a Figuart is just to collect. But that is neither here or there. So, if you want a nice, cheap figure that you can actually play with, buy this. If you don't want to spend the money on the Figuart, buy this. But if you want the Figuart, then skip this. Because, anyways, you're going to want more bang for your buck, I suppose. If you're especially a collector, if you don't really want to play with your figures. But I'm going to buy both, because Drive is one of my favorite series thus far. I don't know why. Drive is just awesome to me. Now, one can find this video here on my YouTube channel or at herotaku.com. One can also, like me, I should say, follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, where they can find more photos of these upcoming reviews and videos. Anyways, this has been Wheelchair21 with TK01's rolling review. Next up, we will have Type Wild, and that most likely will be followed up with Kamen Rider Zoe, S.H.F. Figuarts. And we will return to 3 reviews based on the one and only Machine Chaser. We'll see you next time, YouTube.